2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Ricky Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. That tee shot looks pretty good.
Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down from this spot. She needs this to save par.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This one to save par. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Currently 1 under for the round. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Just not enough gas.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.
Four feet to the cup. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 3rd place.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up.
Checking in on the leaderboard, this player is currently tied for first with Lydia Ko.
This hole is a par 4. Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, I'm sure she'll take that one. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, so close. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And well holed. Let's move on.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And after that effort, that's how it looks.
Moving right along, and they're currently tied for first in the standings with Lydia Ko.
We have a par 5 on this one. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins. Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Going with the 5-wood.
A tidy looking shot, that one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? She has this remaining for her par.
They're nicely holed. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, They just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
And here we are with the third shot.
Currently leading by 2.
Nicely done.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
Oh, she's making it look easy. Holding putts with will, and that will take her to 4 under. She's currently sitting in first place. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
This one might need to get down a little. Getting ready to play their third.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And now 4 under for the day. We have a par 3 on this one. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. We need this one to bounce right.
Good chance for a birdie coming up. She's hit it inside the range.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Little birdie look in here.
That's frustrating. And down it goes.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Setting up now on a par 4.
Pretty good shot there.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Wow. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
This next putt is for bogey. Leading by a shot after that hole. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
And here we are with their 4th.
Currently in the lead by a shot. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Come on, ball. Come on.
And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
It was on a good line.
A birdie putt awaits. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This should play. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Oh, absolutely flushed. Playing from around 210 yards here.
Went straight down.
Opting for the 5-wood. Just needs this one to kick right.
Oh, that's handy. She should be delighted with that. And he's down there. You got a read?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That'll sting a bit. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for bogey.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Here's Ricky Fowler's next shot.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Leading by a couple after that hole. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Well, what an opportunity in front of her. This for the tournament. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Just didn't drop. And this is what's in front of them to win the Serenity. And that's going to do it. Holds the putt for victory. Well played.
If 1 is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.